All right, hello everybody. My name is Tori. I brought my parents one of my extra micros, so I thought I would film them and everybody else a little 10-minute center core focused exercise. So go ahead and follow along. I'm going to be calling out as I demo and walk through the workout, and then follow and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so I am on no springs off the back. This machine that I'm on in particular only had a red and a black. So usually I would do this with a light gray, but no springs is also a great modification if you're feeling a lighter day. Warming up with a cat-cow here, knees are under the hips, wrists are under the shoulders, arching your spine as you inhale, exhaling and rounding through, dropping your eyes to your thighs. You'll give me about 5 nice and slow reps here, feeling the flexion through your spine and awakening your center core. Hands are coming to the high bars next for your catfish. Toes will pop up onto the carriage, big toes together, meeting me in a high plank position. Catfish starts with a lift of the hips here, so lifting up the hips till they're in line with the shoulders, then finding a slight bend of the knees in second. Keeping it nice and slow here, I want you to think about lifting the hips for 1, 2, bending in the knees for 3, and 4, extending the legs back out for 1, 2, bringing the hips back down for 3, and 4. You should only have time for about 6 reps in the minute that we are going to be in here. If you feel this in your wrist, try to wrap your knuckles down to the floor. Modification here, you can just hold your high plank position, take out the movement and the lift of the hips. Advancement option, you're going to layer in a push-up between each rep. Try to keep your nose over the platform the whole time here. On deck, we're going to be taking it into our bear, so toes are going to stay where they are. We'll bring the hands down 1 level to our platform rails. We head there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Hands coming to the side rails, toes stay where they are. Meet me back in high plank position. For our bear, now your hips are going to stay in line with the shoulders the whole time, and you'll be bending in your knees till they're directly under the hips and then extending back out. So one way, knees will come in for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then extend back out for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Modification here, hands stay where they are and you bring your knees down to the carriage, giving me a kneeling crunch instead of the full range. Advancement, go ahead and layer in a stingray once your legs are out straight back into your high plank position. Again, 6 reps is all we should have time for here in the 1 minute that we're in it. We'll get you off your wrists on deck for our kneeling oblique crunch here. So your elbows are going to come down to the platform. Left knee will come down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring the left knee down. Right knee will stack on top. Elbows down to your platform. You're going to meet me in a modified twisted elbow plank position. Spine is going to stay neutral the whole time here. You are lifting up the hips until the knees glide under the hips and then sending the carriage back out. I want you to check in with your forearms here. Your palms should be facing the sky and your forearms should be making a parallel number 11 on the platform. I want you to try to keep the shoulders stacked directly on top of the elbows here. You can kind of see in this video, my shoulders are slightly shifted behind the elbows. So try to keep it stacked right on top. Your left oblique is facing the floor, so that is the one that we're focusing on. Roll out your wrist here. We'll be back on them on deck here. Hands are coming to the high bars for our French twist in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let this go. Bring the hands up to the high bars again. Left foot is going to come in front of the right, and then you're going to meet me in a twisted high plank position. Your left oblique again is facing the floor, so that is the one that we are engaging. Heel toe alignment with the feet here. So left foot in front of the right, your right toe should be connected to your left heel. I have super tight hips, so that's always a little bit uncomfortable for me. So here I lift up onto the tippy toes. That's going to give you better range through your hips or your lower back if you're feeling pressure in either of those. Really important that the shoulders are staying squared off towards your platform and the weight is staying equal through the hands. Modification, hold your twisted high plank position. There is no bend in the leg here. Your legs stay straight the whole time you're lifting up at the hips, and then challenge yourself to not shift your weight back into your feet as your hips lift up. We'll take it into an elbow plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let it go. Elbows down to the platform, toes pop up to the carriage and hold. Going from toes to head here, heels are stacked on top of the toes, squeezing through the inner thighs, wrapping the pelvis down to the floor, threading the rib cage together, and shifting the shoulders back 1 inch to bring them right on top of the elbows. Forearms are still in the number 11 position, palms are facing the sky. We move into the other oblique in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kneeling oblique crunch here. Elbows stay where they are, right knee down, and now your left knee stacks on top. Same story as the other side here. You're lifting up at the hips, spine is staying neutral the whole time, and then shifting back down into that modified twisted elbow plank position. Here you can see my knees are coming past my hips a little bit, so I really want you to focus on only lifting your hips up until the knees are directly under, and then sending it back out. Whenever we're in one of our kneeling positions here, I want you to focus on keeping the shins glued down the entire time. This is going to help with your lower abdominal activation. About 6 reps here for the minute that we're in it. Roll out the wrist as we'll be back on them next in our French twist for the right side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring the hands back to the high bars. French twist for the right side. I'm popping it straight up to the toes for this side here, but again, right foot in front, left foot behind, heel-toe alignment. So your left toe is going to touch your right heel for this side. Right oblique is facing the floor. If you feel like your shoulders aren't squared off towards the platform here, I want you to actively press through the left hand here. That's going to help you keep the upper body squared off. Again, your modification is just holding your twisted high plank position. And if you would like to throw in an advancement here, you can add in a twisted stingray. So that's going to be a shift back of the shoulders behind the wrists. Taking it back to our tempo, one way is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. I'll get you off your wrists on deck here. Drag and roll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Knees are coming to the carriage and elbows are going to come down to the platform. And you'll meet me in a modified elbow plank position to start our drag and roll. I like to think of a drag and roll as a 2-part move here. So it starts with a lift of the hips and finishes with a round of the spine. You can see a slight lift in my shins here, so make sure they're glued down the whole time here. Again, starting in a modified elbow plank position, lift the hips up for 1, 2, round the spine for 3, and 4. Bring the spine back down to neutral for 1, 2, hips back down for 3, and 4. When the hips are lifted here and the knees are under the hips, I want you to think about giving me an angry cat with the spine. That's how much flexion we should feel. If you need more of an active recovery here, you can give me a cat-cow instead. Advanced, I want you to pop up to your toes right now and meet me in an elbow plank. Again, around 6 reps total for each move here. So we'll transition into our next move, our plank to pike in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody pops up to the toes now, big toes together, squeezing through the inner thighs. We'll be lifting at the hips, legs staying straight. Lift the hips up until you feel like you need to bend your knees. That is your cue. That is the height you should be lifting to. And then resist back out. Your modification here, your knees are going to come down to the carriage. Elbows will stay where they are, and you're going to give me a kneeling crunch. Advancement, I want you to try to go as slow as you can, even taking this to a 6 count. Really tough to keep your forearms in the number 11 for this move here. So I really want you to focus in on that, flipping the palms back towards the sky and then re-bringing the forearms into the number 11 position. Let's go for 8 reps here instead of 6. We'll take it into the last move here of your session in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. We'll hit our leopard circle to finish off. So your hands are going to come back to the platform rails. Toes are going to be together on the carriage once again in high plank position. Your leopard circle is a 2-part move. It starts with a plank to pike. So lift the hips, legs stay straight. Once you're there, you're going to bend the knees directly under the hips and meet me in a bear crunch. And then extend the legs back out, meeting me in a high plank position. Modification, I want you to pick between your plank to pike on the hands or your bear. So either isolate the lift of the hips up, legs staying straight the whole time, or isolate the bend of the knees in for your bear. This is already a fairly advanced move here, so if you want more, I want you to slow down your tempo and focus on the form. Keeping the legs straight the whole time as you lift the hips, isolating the bend of the knees into the bear crunch position and then extending the legs back out. We'll be here for a little bit over a minute for your last move here, keeping it nice and slow. Last rep here before we'll take it into our bear crunch hold to finish off here. So go ahead and lift the hips up, knees bend under the hips. We'll hold for 10 seconds. Just hold. Breathe through it. Child's pose on deck in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let it go. Follow and subscribe for more. I am Tori Sky 23 on all platforms. And thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon.